Hey y'all, it is your favorite craft beer nerd, back with you this time in lovely landscape format. Yeah, I rewatched the last video and I looked at it and I was like, portrait looks a little garbage. So, we're back with widescreen, or whatever the fuck. Anyway, so I didn't think I was going to do another video this soon, but occasionally life is just real funny. So I mentioned last video that I'm an IPA hater. It's true. But I was out last week with my sister, and she ordered this IPA, this Elysian Space Dust. And she's also an IPA hater, so I was a little like, oh, what's going on there? And but apparently our cousin had brought it over to see her one time, and he had really liked it, and my sister tried it out, and she liked it, and she's like, this is like the only IPA I'll drink. So then I went to the store, actually, later that week, and picked up the beer that I had last time, and I happened to see the Elysian Space Dust IPA, and I was like, oh, you know, that is cute packaging, she's right. But, and then I went out, and then I came back to my boyfriend's house, and I walked into his laundry room where he keeps the drink fridge, and there was 2 of a 6-pack left of this IPA, and that was so weird that I stood back and went, what the fuck? Because my boyfriend has celiac, so beer is absolutely not part of his diet. Anyway, so it turns out that a friend of his left it there a couple weeks ago, but it was a funny enough coincidence that I decided, okay, even though I'm an avowed IPA hater, I'll try this one for, you know, the internet. And so you can all, if nothing else, laugh at the funny faces I make when I take a sip and go, ew. But, so, today we have the Space Dust IPA from Elysian Brewing. I saved the packaging. I had to rescue this from recycling, actually, just for y'all, so you can see how glittery and pretty this is. This looks like an artichoke, I think. Just kind of vomiting glitter and more artichokes, which is cool as shit. I'm not gonna lie. This one comes in a can, or a bottle and not a can, as you can see. So, pop it open. Which, oh, by the way, my grandmother mentioned when I showed her this video, because I like to make my grandparents laugh, that, you know, she would have put the, you know, the beer in a glass, and I was like, oh, you know, I could do that, but I'm not going to for 2 reasons. One, it would interrupt the pure fucking redneck energy of this channel, which is, you know, a part of why I wore my sleeveless plaid shirt for y'all today. Not just for y'all, it just happened to be what I was wearing. But 2, again, my boyfriend has celiacs, and I don't want to wash out a cup as soon as I use it just for him with like extra special scrubbing. I don't feel like it. Anyway, so okay, that actually smells really like floral. But this is the Space Dust IPA. The hopping is pure star glow energy with Chinook, pretend I said that right, to bitter and late and dry additions of Citra and Amarillo. I don't know what the hell that means. I don't do IPAs. I assume these are grains. Yeah, hops, Chinook, Citra, Amarillo, malts, Great Western Premium, 2-row, C15, and Dextra pills. That's a little more botanical than I like to really get into my beers. I'm sorry, y'all. That's a little too technical for me. However, it does smell fairly floral for a beer. You know, it still smells of beer, but it's just very... What flower does that smell like? That almost smells like honeysuckle. Huh. So... Huh. I don't know that I would order this out at a bar so far, but it's not bad. It's, okay. First impression, it starts, again, kind of that sweetly floral honeysuckle flavor that you smell, you taste when you get the first sip, and then it finishes with a bitterness. Now, I'm not hating on bitters. I like bitters, but the contrast is a little off to me. Just it starts very, very sweet and then goes to just a very bitter very fast as an aftertaste. I'm not a huge fan of that contrast, I gotta say. Let's take another sip, see if it improves. Okay. Second sip, not as sweet, so that contrast is not as bad. So, alright, today, for food, we have salami and cheese. Because I think of IPAs as slightly more fancy. I don't know why. Because I grew up, my mom loved to drink Sierra Nevada, and that was just, that was never fancy when she drank it. But I think of them as fancy. So I picked a slightly more fancy snack. Salami and gin with salami and cheddar cheese. So which I like to eat this anyway. I'm never going to buy any special food for this kind of thing, especially because this whole thing started as a joke. It was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I reviewed craft beers? Like, some people review makeup, and then I had like 5 people like, yeah, that would be funny, do it. And I was like, okay, well, I'm susceptible to that kind of thing, but okay, that tastes a lot better with food. The sweetness is not so overwhelming with the salty. I still think I probably would not order this at a restaurant, but again, I'm an avowed IPA hater. So the fact that I could taste this and go, okay, it's not horrible, and probably drink the whole beer myself is pretty good. So there's 2 people in my life that like IPAs and that know about craft beer. My cousin and the friend of my boyfriend's who brought these over, who apparently like these. And somebody who is an IPA hater likes these. So it's very possible that it's just bad. My particular palate is not for this. So I don't know. Again, I wouldn't order it at a restaurant, but it's not bad. Ideally, I think I would pair this, if you happen to like it, with either like some like grilled shrimp, grilled scallops, some kind of lean, protein with a citrus. Citrus, I think, would balance out some of the sweetness and bitterness some. Or I would pair it with something, heavy but very spicy, like a sriracha pimento cheese. That would be good. Or jalapeno pimento cheese if, you're a real pimento cheese purist and you don't like mixing, sriracha and stuff in it. I love pimento cheese, but I'm not a purist. I don't care. I'll throw whatever in it. Food is made for innovating, y'all. So I would say I definitely like the other one better, but I expected to like the other one better because I bought it for myself. So, Elysian Space Dust IPA. If you like IPAs, buy it. It's good. It's better than most IPAs that I've had. If you're on the fence about IPAs, it's not bad. If you're on the fence, I'd get it. If you don't like IPAs, if you're like me, you're an IPA hater, it's the style. If you don't like the style, you're not going to like this beer. It is less hoppy than a lot of IPAs that I've tried. It's smoother. It is a very smooth beer, but it's still not a Pilsner, and it's still not, a stout. And if you don't like this kind of thing, then you're not going to like it. So, again, not a bad beer. Not to my personal taste. I'll finish the rest of this one because wasting a beer is a party foul. But it's not a bad beer. So, next time, I'll come back with something I've actually bought for myself, probably, hopefully, that I can be able to review and say, oh no, I actually really like this one. But, we'll see. We'll see what comes. Maybe next time, I think I have a whole collection of red Solo cups. So, if you want to see me drink a beer out of a glass, if you think it, needs to breathe, give some head, have the head, rather, not, But, then next time, maybe we can not disrupt the pure redneck energy that I have going on here by pouring this into a red Solo cup. So, we'll see. If you think that it works better that way, I don't. I just drink shit straight out the bottle, straight out the can, because I'm like that. I'm that person. But anyway, so I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching me, and, let's see, when I go through editing, I'll see if I made any really funny faces, and if so, I might post them on Instagram.